Hello, everyone. I'm TJ, and my double chins and my missing tooth all welcome you to the live stream today, or perhaps if you are watching it on a rerun. The rules are pinned to the top of the page. They're pretty simple. We can have different opinions, but they need to be you need to be respectful at all times. We can do it in a respectful way. Do not mention any other creators or channels by name, and just please act like adults. I am having actually a bit of an anxiety attack about this today, so bear with me. It's definitely something that I've needed to do and feel like I have to do, but I do have a lot of anxiety about it, unfortunately. So I've been here a little while, and the last few months I've continued to see stuff that's really, really bothered me on YouTube. I did at one stage make a video or a live stream about it, but was so scared of the backlash that I deleted it. So you can tell I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, I guess. But it's stuff that I feel has to be said, and I don't expect people to agree with me. That's fine. To any mods that come in, if people are going to be really rude and act like children and be dicks about stuff, just get rid of them. But people can have their own opinions. So I just want to say that the views and opinions in this live stream are my own. And when I refer to behavior from the YouTube community, I'm not talking I am talking about a small percentage of creators and users. I do not name any single content creators and expect the same in chat. I don't expect everyone or anyone to agree with my opinions, and I'm happy to hear if you have had different experiences. But again, please be respectful in chat. You can disagree in a respectful way. Thank you to my members, mods, and guests for being here today. I really appreciate you all. And new people, if you haven't met me before or seen the channel. So yesterday I was recovering from a couple of days of long hours at work, and I seen some stuff that just really peed me off, to be honest. And then last night I could not sleep, no matter what, and I was really angry. I was angry about some of the continuing stuff that I see on YouTube, and at 2:30 in the morning I had to get up and I had to put it on pen to paper or type on the computer a little bit of a speech about how I feel and my opinions. And that's what I want to share with you today. So I'm going to sort of say my spiel or my speech that I've jotted down. And then I thought afterwards we could discuss it if anyone turns up or if anyone wants to discuss. And even maybe people might be interested in coming on panel and describing their experiences. So I guess we'll see how it goes. But I definitely want to thank you guys for being here. Right. When I decided to come onto YouTube, I had one goal in mind. I wanted to bring awareness to cold cases from New Zealand and around the world to try and find answers and justice for families who had lost their loved ones. I knew I wanted to act with integrity, with compassion and empathy to victims and their families. I imagined that I would be joining a community that thought the same way I did, and for the most part, I was right. Only I found out that there is a small percentage of creators who, on one hand, claim to have the same goals or that they act the same way, but in reality are bullies spreading lies and rumors and who have thousands of followers that engage and encourage their bad behavior. Welcome, Julie. Thanks so much for being here, darling. The rules are at the top of the page there, pinned. If anyone is rude, just kick them out. Not playing around. But differing opinions or experiences are okay as long as they're being respectful about it. Thanks for coming. Like many other YouTubers or viewers on YouTube, I like to go onto different channels and listen, participate, and to support them. But I never imagined some of the disturbing behavior that I would come across. Curious Kiwi, welcome. Good morning. Sorry, I was just quickly putting my washing out. Welcome back. Hey, Tony, I've got your back. TJ, thank you so much, guys. Like I said, I'm quite nervous and I'm having a bit of anxiety about what I'm saying and maybe the backlash and hate I may get. I don't know. But I appreciate your being here. Thank you so much. Hey, Pam. I'm here, but don't know how long my eyes will be open. Oh, honey, thank you. I appreciate that you came to make it. That's lovely. And I appreciate you all. You know that. So I found creators that spend their entire live streams bashing other creators, making fun of them, making fun of their appearances, bullying, doxing, and accusing other creators of doing this while they are exhibiting the same behavior. It seems to be hypocrisy. No, that's a big word. Hypocrisy at its finest. I'm going to finish this sort of spiel, guys, and then we'll have a bit of chat about it and see what your experiences are. I've found out there are groups of creators that stick together in their pursuit of hate and bullying of fellow creators. It's like you have to choose which group you want to align yourself with, or you can expect to get picked on and treated badly by others. I see some little creators that blindly follow bigger ones, no matter what they say and do. And I wonder why. Are you not disturbed or disgusted by the behavior, or is it just about getting the subs and clout that comes with being their ally? I spend my personal life fighting hard to end stigma and discrimination against those that suffer in mental health and addiction, knowing that these people matter and can be particularly vulnerable and sometimes easily exploited. And yet I sadly see creators who quite proudly make fun of these people, and they are joined in this by fellow creators and fans all having a great laugh. I see supporters, subscribers telling their creators how much they love them for being real, being down to earth, being so compassionate and kind and caring. While these creators have moments of being like this, then they seem to switch and say and act the complete opposite of their fans seem to blindly not see it or condemn it. One creator can be bashed for doing something one day by other creators and then turn around and do the same thing. And that's okay. I wanted to say a quick word about the true crime community on YouTube. There are some fantastic creators who work very hard to cover cases and raise awareness and do this in a compassionate and thoughtful way. And I want to thank those creators. They've been an inspiration to me. But that is not true for all of them. There are many creators in the true crime community that care more about clout and money and subs. They remind their followers constantly that they are trying to make a difference, trying to bring awareness to the cases, but are full of spite, revenge, hate, and drama. And they participate in bashing and bullying constantly. What saddens me is the thousands of people that encourage, tolerate, and accept this behavior, joining in on the live streams to make fun of others, bully others, spread speculation and rumors about others, including victims and their families. Is it any wonder that social media is so frowned upon by law enforcement, other media, and people in general. Unfortunately, we all get lumped into the same category, whether we participate in this behaviour or not. I wonder if this is how people act in their real lives. Are they acting with the morals they act by in their real lives in front of their families and friends? The case of 5-year-old missing Summer Wells has turned into a circus, in my opinion. Many channels were made and have gained popularity from covering Summer's case, which was great because we needed that. But somewhere along the way, it became less about finding Summer and more about popularity, backstabbing, hate, lies, rumours, and Summer's parents. Creators are quick to keep reminding their fans that this is all about Summer and should all be about Summer, while they are openly engaging in this behaviour and thousands of people are okay with this. Sadly, there are no new leads in the search for little Summer Wells, and the channels that began being all about Summer now have run out of content. So, in my opinion, they create drama. They've got to keep their subs, right? Maybe keep the money flowing in. I've been scared to cover the Summer Wells case because I have not wanted to be bullied by those creators who have different opinions than me. I have been attacked in live streams for having the wrong belief or opinions, and I have seen others in live streams suffer the same. A lot of people need to check themselves. They need to ask themselves if they are proud of their behaviour, if they are doing any good here. I am aware that my view will not be liked by many creators and their followers. I expect I might get some hate and some shade. I might get picked on for the fact that I used to wear sunglasses and a wig when I first did videos because I was so anxious about showing myself. But I don't care. I will not name any creator or channel. It's not my style, but I am embarrassed and disillusioned with the behaviour that I have seen. Okay, guys, I wrote that. And at 2 o'clock this morning, I couldn't sleep and I was just really angry. I would like to hear your views because people might not agree with me, which is fine. But I'd like to hear your views and see if you experience the same, see what you guys think. If what I've said is something that you think is true or you have something different to say. So welcome Autumn Falls, Curious Kiwi Hun, Julie, welcome. Pam Smith, welcome. It's good to see you guys. Kayla, welcome. Tony, welcome. It's great to have you guys here. I appreciate having you guys here. It makes me feel less anxious because I do have a bit of anxiety as to how this is going to be received. But I'm going to keep this one up and I'm just going to go with it. So tell me how you guys or what you guys have experienced and whether you agree or disagree with some of the things that I've said. Let me change. Curious Kiwi says, well said, TJ. Thank you very much, honey. T-Rex Pam says, totally agree. Julie says, TJ is sharing her view and ours, I would say. Maybe some people's view, like I said, it's okay to be. But please just remember that we don't name other channels or creators. Autumn says, I did a YouTube search for Summer once and it's crazy. I wish people would be respectful about it. Even some channels that have good information to share go way too far. Yep, I understand that, Autumn. Tony says, I have PTSD and chronic anxiety. TJ, you're doing great. Just keep using us to keep your nerves focused. Absolutely, that's what I'm doing. I'm focusing on you guys. Tony, that was very well said. Thank you very much. Autumn says, like, they have skills to contribute to analysing things, but they go way past that and just attack others. Yeah, a lot of them, I find I'm only talking about my opinions, and this is only a small percentage of creators and users. You know, not all channels are the same. And and some of these creators do, on one hand, they do really, really great work in raising awareness of cases and stuff like that. But then half an hour later, then they're dissing people and bashing people when they seem to have two roles, or it's crazy. Curious says, I think a lot of the mods have tightened up on the trolls. And some channels, there's some channels that let everything fly. They believe that everybody has their right opinion and are allowed to say whatever they want to, and let it go. And you get some crazy ass people in those live streams in the chat, and they can attack others. They are rude and horrible and bash others, and it's just off. I think content creators should be in charge of the chat on their channel and know what's going on and do things about it. Tony says, I wish you would name and shame TJ, but I don't understand. Yeah, I've never done that. Kayla says, you're doing great, TJ. I totally agree. There is no need to attack other creators or viewers. Kira says, if I don't like what I see in chat, I leave the live. Me too. Autumn Falls says, my internet keeps crapping out, so I'm going to go, but take care. You take care too, Autumn. Thanks for coming in and trying at least. I understand about problems. The speech that I just done, I wanted to do in a video form, and I tried about 5 times this morning to record it. But as usual, my computer would not play nice with me, and I couldn't do it, so that's why I had to read it out. Take care, Autumn. Hope to see you again soon. We really do. Pam says, I feel your anxiety. I'm mortified what might be said to me or my family if certain people got wind of what I told you a few weeks ago. Yes, I understand your anxiety, but don't worry, Pam. Laura, hey there. I haven't been on your lives. I'm a subscriber, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Your words are fair, neutral, and logical. Thank you. I appreciate that too. Tony says, I feel like some might be trying to push you out maybe, or give you a bit of a shunt so stop with your relentless search of answers. Great to see you have not given up. Thank you very much. I don't intend to give up. I'm here for the reason to bring awareness to cases from New Zealand and around the world. I mean, if you've been here, you know that I cover New Zealand cases in my videos generally, and then when my live streams, I cover cases from around the world and a lot in the US. I really try to bring awareness. Julie says, ditto TJ, it's great to be part of such an amazingly genuine and caring community. I feel really safe, included and accepted here. I have PTSD also, which can really get really bad still. Not on here ever. Awesome, Julie. That's nice. I like that you feel safe here. That makes me feel good. Laura, thanks, Curious Kiwi. Hi, Laura. Anyway, good to have you here. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. It may be that I'm so small that nobody gives a shit about my channel or gives a shit about what I have to say. And I won't get many viewers or many commenters, and it'll just fade into existence, or there'll be some people that think I'm talking about them perhaps and don't like what I have to say and come and have their opinion in the comments or something. I don't even know, but I'm prepared for all of it. Bring it on. But if you're going to attack people, I'll just get rid of you. I don't have that sort of shit on my channel. It's not okay. And I just sometimes wonder if these people act like this in real life in front of their friends and family, or whether they have um, a YouTube identity and an identity in real life, and whether it's different or whether it's the same. I wonder that all the time. And, I seen a live yesterday, and a creator was laughing at some people, and other creators were joining in. And don't those creators, do they just blindly follow each other no matter what? Don't they sometimes ask themselves, oh, I don't know whether I agree with that, but they don't sort of do anything about it. They just blindly follow them. I don't know how that works. Tony says, I've been told to shut my mouth more than once, TJ, and I got to admit, I listened. You, however, are slowly bringing me back out of my shell. I'm determined to get answers and have them heard. Well, that's amazing, Tony. I'm so glad that I'm helping bring you out of your shell. You guys are doing the exact same for me, bringing me out of my shell as well. Pam said, if they think you're talking about them, that's their conscience speaking and they need to listen. You're absolutely right. If they think I'm talking about them, then, maybe. Hey, Laura, keep going. What you wrote earlier was a lot like the channel Live Abuse Free. Oh, okay, haven't heard of that one. So logical and brings awareness to this. Maybe that's your angle. Yeah, I'll have to check that. Live Abuse Free. I've never heard of that one before. So thank you for that. Curious, Kiwi says they seem to be more concerned with their popularity and subs. Absolutely. And they have this behavior that I think is not right. And I don't understand why there seems to be a whole thousands and thousands of people on here that love drama and will flock to the drama and the bullying and the bashing and everything. And I don't understand it. I don't know why they like it. I don't know why they tolerate it and encourage it. I mean, these creators are only doing it because they've got an audience to do it too. You know what I mean? They're not going to do this sort of stuff if nobody cared about it. They know that people watch it. They want to see the drama and they want to see the bullying and the bashing and everything that goes on. Don't get it. Pam Smith, if the shoe fits, wear it. Exactly. I kind of wanted, or thought that I would be coming on here and I would be with a community that would support each other. Creators would support each other and back each other up and help each other get into YouTube. And it just isn't like that. I've met a couple, I'm not saying this is all of YouTube creators. But yeah, I didn't find the support that I thought I would for being a creator. Laura says she does a lot of true crime cases about living abuse-free, real-life cases. Maybe you could do the same thing about the social media world and abuse. I will take a look at some time. Laura, haven't heard of her before. Curious says they don't care about subs, etc., but they do, or they wouldn't be doing it. Absolutely right. It is right. I mean, why else are they going to do it? They know, that they've got thousands of people listening to them, laughing with them, encouraging them, telling them how great they are, giving them money. So why would they stop? Right? Hey, darling little Pookie, I'm glad you could make it, hun. Hope you're feeling well. So yeah, why would these people stop? If they've got no conscience to stop them, then and they've got thousands of people that watch them and agree with them and encourage them, giving them money, telling them how fantastic and wonderful they are. I mean, you see some male creators and 90% of their chat is a woman. And you see these women saying, you're amazing, you're so kind and wonderful and compassionate, and we love you so much. And then you see the same person that they're talking about bullying and bashing someone, making fun of their appearance, And these people still love them and tell them the same thing. It doesn't make sense to me. Just doesn't make sense to me. Hi, little Pookie. Welcome. Gonna have to have a vape. Is this YouTube and we just accept it? This is part of YouTube and this is how it goes? Or do you think that there's any way it could change? Or is this just it? If you're going to be on here and you're going to be part of the true crime community or the live stream community, yeah, Oh, look, Curious put up my rules. You can have different opinions, be respectful, do not name or mention any other creators or channels by name, act like adults, and don't be a dick. Pretty simple rules, really. But I'm sorry if someone is named Dick. Kayla says it's so frustrating sometimes seeing these creators getting so much more attention than those who are really genuine and care about cases. Absolutely, Kayla. I seem to find, and I am like, I've reached 2,000 subscribers, and I am so gosh damn thankful for each and every one of them. You guys are amazing. We have a great little community here, a great little family. We are able, because of the size, we are able to talk amongst ourselves and discuss things. Would I like more subscribers? Yes, because it means the cases we cover can get to more people, get more awareness. But sometimes I do feel that people would prefer to go to drama channels. That's what they prefer to see. I find that really sad. Little Pookie says, it surprises me that most of the audience in true crime is old women. They raise children. What did they teach them? Oh, gosh, little Pookie, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of old and middle-aged women in YouTube who either are content creators or watch these content creators. And you look at the morals of these people and you look at the way they act, and then you think exactly what little Pookie says. They've raised children. What on earth did they teach these children? What morals did they teach them? Which is why I said I wondered whether people have one face for YouTube and one face in their real lives, and they show their morals and good manners in their real lives and then come on YouTube. I added number 4 back in the rules. Laugh out loud. No, I've seen that. Thank you, Curious. That's cool. Boston, hey, good to see you. Agree, it's very sad. Curious, some other channels do encourage you to drop links to your own channel. I think that's a kind thing to do. Absolutely. I think that's really good when creators are able to drop links. If people have a channel, I always like to mention good channels. I've mentioned John Lorden a few times, Stephanie Harlow. There's a bunch of missing persons and mysteries. There's a bunch of great channels. I'm not talking about all YouTubers. I'm just talking about a small percentage of YouTubers. Fast Hemi, hey, good to see you. Thanks for popping on. I appreciate it. So, yeah, there is, I would love a YouTube where creators encourage each other and support each other, look after each other, back each other. But it doesn't seem to work like that. It does not. And I've said that I'm not going to be involved in drama, but I've gone on a few channels and not agreed with what they've said. So I've spoken my mind. And believe me, I've been told very uncertain terms that my opinions are wrong and not welcome. And that really blew my mind. I thought, that's just, that's messed up. It's really messed up. Great to see you all. I really, had so much anxiety about whether to do this or not, because I just don't know how it's going to be received. I knew that you guys, my darling family, would probably have the same views as me, because you are great people and I know how wonderful you are. But there's going to be people that disagree with me, that's for sure. Boston says, good for you. It should be about the victims. Thank you very much, Boston. Fast Timmy, feeding the doggy. Be right back. Little Pookie, in the USA, we have the right to free speech. Yeah, I understand that. But I don't know. Does free speech include bashing people and being mean and treating people like shit? I don't know. You can have free speech and be nice about it, can't you? Do you have to bash people? You know what I mean? Sixth Sense Amelia, good morning, TJ and viewers. Good morning, honey. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you that's come along to share your opinions. Yeah, like I said, I had a bit of anxiety. Amelia says, I've missed the discussion up until this point. I need to catch up. When we finish the video, you might have to go and rewind it. I've just talked about the bullying and backstabbing and doxing and bashing of other creators that goes on YouTube, the bashing of people with suffering mental health and addiction issues, the bashing of other creators, viewers, people ganging up on each other, basically just bad behavior on YouTube, really. Curious says, I try to never say anything online that I wouldn't say to someone's face. Absolutely. Little Pookie says, that is what I don't understand. Who are they to censor you? Right. That's right. But, it gets so serious in some chat rooms that if you say the littlest thing that people don't like or disagree with, you're attacked by people, sometimes by not just people in the chat, but by the creators as well. That's not right. I mean, as long as you say your opinion in a respectful way, you know what I mean? In the States, you can still sue for defamation of character, but who has money for it? You can't do that in New Zealand. We can't. We don't have the options to sue people. Pookie says, Kiwi, or that would cause shame to my grandbabies. Fast Hemi says, I'm the same way. Curious Kiwi, I respect other people's views and opinions, but some people you just can't be nice to. Yeah, it's tough out there sometimes. I've held back many, many times and not said what I really think. And in other times, I've actually said what I think and I've been told off, attacked, blocked, kicked off. Yeah. Sixth Sense says about freedom of speech. Have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen twice as much as talking. Absolutely. I love that analogy or whatever it is. Brain fart. That's really good. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So I'm not sure if I'm going to lose some subs to this today, because there may be people that don't agree, but I'm just going to roll with the punches anyway. Fast Hemi says, well said, 6. Julie, it's right in my neighborhood right now, having just moved to a small island community. One of the people that some raise their eyes about comes to my rescue all the time. That says more to me. Absolutely, Julie, absolutely. Curious says, I've never been kicked out of a live. You're such a rebel, TJ. Sometimes if I've got the balls, and I really disagree with the behavior or way people are saying things or doing things, I will speak up. But damn, they don't like that. That's for sure. And other times I'll just leave, shake my head. Can't believe what I see. Pam says D, all of the above. Yeah, you guys have got some excellent points. Absolutely. And I'm glad that you guys agree with me. It's okay if you don't, because many of you may have had different experiences, but it's definitely good to see that I'm not alone. I'm not going mad. Pam says, I got blocked from all news live shows a few years ago for calling them out on fake news. Oh, you're a rebel, Pam. You're the rebel in the group. 6 Cents Amelia says, Ewan Gilmore classic line, you can't catch leprosy from being offended. Interesting. Our local news. Yeah. Good point though, Pam, because, in my videos and in my live streams when I'm covering New Zealand cases and cases from around the world, I rely on the media and articles for information and evidence and facts about cases. And sometimes these places or these outfits don't always report the facts, which is hard when you're trying to make a video and you want it to be about facts. So it's hard to know which media outfits to trust for your information and which to not. I totally understand that. And Pam says, not all, just local. Right. That's been a big issue for me when doing like cases from the US that we cover or other countries, because I don't know which news articles to trust. Little Pookie says, I saw a video made for disaster preparedness later used as a real news event. Oh my God. Ridiculous. And, in New Zealand, we only have like 2 or 3 outfits to get information from for cases. In the US and around the world, there are hundreds and hundreds of media outlets. And, to try and find out which ones are telling the truth or which ones are lying or making shit up or fake news, it's really, really difficult. I would like to think they believe they are reporting the facts they have at the time, even if it's debunked at a later time. Yeah, we'd like to think that, and we hope that's the case. Hope that they're not actually putting out fake news and they know that it's fake news. Let's hope that. Pam said they were reporting fake news as far back as 2007. Wow. There's a lot of fake shit going on in the world, that's for sure. So I know that I'm going to get picked on because I've got lots of chins, and I know maybe I'll get picked on because I've got a missing tooth, because teeth seems to be a big thing. I also used to wear a wig and sunglasses in my previous videos, if you haven't watched them, and that was because I had extreme anxiety about showing my face. Now I've got to a point where I just don't give a shit, but it took me a while to get there, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Fast Timmy says, Kiwi, most of them never debunk it. They just have an agenda of some sort, which is sad, eh? My nana had a saying, that's an angel that runs in when others fear to tread. That's lovely. It's a good mantra. That's really, really nice. I like that, Julie. T-Rex, Pam says, I think way longer than 2007. You were just saying about the reporting fake news. I just want to tell people that the membership link is in the description box below if you want to join the membership, and that's how you get your name green. And it's like $4 or something for the whole month, and it means you can get some cool little pictures next to your name, and it's really appreciated if you can support the channel that way, but you don't have to. But please like or dislike the stream for me. I don't mind which one, but that would be cool. Thank you very much. Little Pookie says, Pam, way before that, George Washington did lie and never chopped down a cherry tree. It was a campaign ploy. Oh, God. Sixteenth, Amelia, you look great. I understand why you're initially feeling nervous. Thank you. I love you guys. You're so supportive. I had so much anxiety coming on here. Before I went on, I was shaking like a damn leaf, and I was thinking, should I be doing this? I mean, who am I to be talking about this sort of stuff? I'm only little, you know. But I'm glad I did, and I'm really glad for the support from you guys, because you're making me feel so much better. So thank you so much. Curious says, our news stations will apologise if they find out that they have reported something incorrectly. Yes, in New Zealand, that's what happens. If a news outlet says something that's wrong, they will correct it. Fast Hemi says, it's sad, it really is, to Pam. Well, Little Pookie says YouTube is going to remove the thumbs down. That's really interesting. I know they are. What do you guys think of that? I don't like it at all. There's a whole lot of live streams. There's a whole lot of videos that I have watched and I do not like. And I like telling them that I do not like them. So all you're getting is praise. You know, this is a platform where lots of people are going to dislike the content that's put out there. They should be able to say in a way that they don't like it, and they're not bashing a channel or commenting and saying I don't like it. They're just simply pushing the thumbs down button. I think it should stay. That's my opinion. Julie says, laugh out loud, Pookie. These campaign promises are like that. Curious, I'm glad you did too. TJ, thanks, honey. T-Rex Pam says, you have to fight for a correction here. I watched them drag a supervisor through the mud because of who she had dated, had her in jail, etc., and she was at work. Fast Hemi, they should leave the thumbs down there. It's quite useful to filter out bullshit. Yeah, I totally agree. I really want the thumbs down button to stay. So YouTube, if you're listening, leave the thumbs down button, please. I mean, the idea is we want interaction, and that to get to the algorithm on YouTube, you need interaction. So dislikes and likes and comments and chat and, you know, that sort of thing. It's not going to happen if you've just got a like button. I don't know. It's weird. On the rocks, welcome, hun. In a 2002, a Supreme Court in US ruled they don't have to tell facts because it's entertainment. Wow, that's really interesting. It's really interesting. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. That's effed up. Julie says it's hardly fair to not have a choice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pookie says, George Washington said, I cannot tell a lie. It was I that chopped down the cherry tree. He became the first president of the United States. Interesting. Little Pookie says it may force the trolls to making comments. Probably. Pam says, I'd say something, but afraid I'd upset people. Absolutely. You know, a few times I've been upset and afraid to speak my opinion. Many, many times. Hey, Elena. Welcome, hun. It's good to see you. Me and Elena actually met in another live stream, and it's not a true crime or drama channel. And there's no bullying. that goes on in that channel whatsoever. So it's actually really, really lovely. Fast Hemi says, on the rocks, it's what a lot of people go to for information and they label it as entertainment for their own good. Bloody terrible. Hey, Elena, it's excellent. I love how welcoming everybody is when a new person comes in. That's what I like to hear. Elena, we were just talking about the bullshit on YouTube that happens, the bullying, bashing, disgusting behavior, in my opinion, that happens on YouTube between creators and channels. Blows my mind. So if you want to hear my little spiel, my little speech, you have to rewind it. I was actually going to do my speech in a wee video, and like I said, I tried so many times, but my computer just was saying, nah. Pookie says, when I first got on YouTube, I thought the thumbs down was if the content made me sad or was bad, so I gave a lot of thumbs down. That's easily done. Elena says, oh, geez, it's bad lately. It is bad. It's gotten so much worse. It really has. Little Pookie says, Elena Frederick, hello from the USA. Elena, where are you from? She says she'll watch it. Where are you from, Elena? Actually, do you want to all put in where you're from for me? That would be good. Everyone watching, put in where you're watching from. I'm obviously from New Zealand. I know Curious Kiwi is from New Zealand as well. I know Julie is from Australia. So Elena, I should say, is Louisiana. Fast Hemi is New Jersey. Tony, love heart, love you too, from New Zealand. On the Rock says, for me, if they bash a channel, I leave. Yep. Kayla, Alberta, Canada. Wow. Julie says, Russell Island, Queensland, Australia. On the Rocks, Idaho, US. Fiordland, New Zealand, for Curious. We've got Purple Summer, hey, welcome, Arkansas, USA. Little Pookie, she says, fast Hemi machinist is cow poop better or cow crap? Okay. T-Rex, Ohio Valley. Well, hey, well, good to have you here. Wanaka, New Zealand. Wow, guys. Isn't it amazing? The internet can bring people from all around the world together. I still think it's just amazing that it can happen. Pookie, Detroit, Michigan. Wow. So, yeah, that blows my mind that we can reach so far. And that's, there's so many good things about the internet and about YouTube. Elena says, I don't put up with bullying either. New Zealand knows. Absolutely. You've been a moderator on the channels, and I've seen you be a really good one, not putting up with any BS. Curious says, hey, well, we are almost neighbours. Yeah, because Wanaka and Fiordland is not too far away at the bottom of the South Island. Fast Hemi says, laugh out loud, little Pookie. I think bullshit gets right to the point. Oh, you guys are great. This is the kind of chat I like, respectful, fun, light. Yeah. I was actually cut from being a mod, long story. Elena, nzmissing@gmail.com if you want to get in touch with me, or we are on Facebook. New Zealand Mysteries has a huge Facebook following. I've got 9,500 likes or followers on there, and it's a fantastic community. What happens is when I make videos, I post them to my Facebook page, and the amazing people on there share the videos far and wide across YouTube, so we can get these cases out and raise as much awareness as possible. So it's absolutely amazing. You can go on there and send me a message there. Oh, little Pookie, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's so awesome. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Little Pookie, Coco, speak you your mind. Oh, you guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. But thank you so much. That's so cool. Just about makes me cry. Fast Hear Me, I just liked the Facebook page. Thank you. Because I need to get to that 10,000 on Facebook. And so the Facebook sometimes, well, mostly I usually do Facebook. I do New Zealand cases and updates about news and stuff going on in New Zealand. And then when I do my live streams, I tend to give a little bit of New Zealand news happening, and then create or concentrate, I should say, on covering cases from around the world. So that's what we've been doing, and it seemed to be working in a good way. Elena says, I'll add you on Facebook and send you a PM. Sounds great. Little Pookie, keep on keeping on. I am going to. I have had a couple of like little times when I've sort of thought, oh, I don't know if I'm doing any good here or whether I should keep going. But with you guys' support, it's given me the strength to continue what I'm doing. And I'm eternally grateful for that to all of you. Elena, agreed, little Pookie. Fast Hemi says he's following. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Little Pookie says, thank you for all your company. We love you, little Pookie. I love every one of you. And you're all welcome. Purple Summer, I'll add your Facebook too. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So it's just another way of getting awareness of the cases out, and another way that I can communicate with people and get, we also have a website. We've got a great lady, Gemma, that's coming to help on the website. And what we're doing is my idea for the website was it was going to be a database, firstly, of missing persons and unsolved murders in New Zealand, and maybe branch out after that. And because I have so much limited time and energy due to my chronic fatigue and stuff, she is helping me. So I wanted to thank Gemma for that. It's really, really appreciated. Elena, hello, Purple Summer. Yeah, Purple Summer, you don't come in here that often or talk very often, so it's really nice to see you. Thanks for coming. You guys are awesome. And you know what? I knew that you guys would be great, and I knew that you guys would be supportive. TJ, you just keep getting better too. Oh my God, I was glad when you took them glasses off. Look now, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I knew. I got quite a few comments about how stupid I looked with sunglasses on, and in my wig. I knew that, but for me, it made me have less anxiety about putting my face on there. I don't have good self-esteem about my looks and appearance, so I expected that when I put my real face out there that I would get bullied and attacked for my appearance. So I tried to eliminate that, but I got there. You are without him. Thank you so much. TD, welcome. I haven't seen you before. YouTube seems like a place where you have to do your thing because it brings you joy, purpose, and helps the world. It can take a long time for the world to catch up. Absolutely. Elena says you look amazing with or without people. Need manners. I agree. Thank you so much. Little Pookie says, I agree. I was surprised when I saw how nice you look. You guys. Purple Summer, thank you. I'm a little disillusioned with some of the other channels. So am I. And it appears some of my lovely followers here feel the same. On the Rocks says, as a disabled person, I say I only have so many spoons of energy. I understand that too. I only have so much energy, and sometimes I recover when I try and sleep and have days off. And if I do too much, I do run out of energy, and it affects me really, really badly. So I have to make sure that I take care of myself first before the YouTube stuff and everything. So I'm trying to find a healthy balance. Hello, TD. Yeah, welcome. It's good. I think either you're a new sub, or I know that I've gained one sub during this. Thank you, whoever that was. I really appreciate it. I expected that I might lose some. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and was too scared to. Too scared of the backlash that I may get, but I may not get any. I might be like too little for anyone to give a shit, to be honest. And just think, yeah, who cares about what she's saying? She's no one. She's only got 2,000 subscribers, so she doesn't matter, you know what I mean? On the Pookie says, On the Rocks, I'm disabled too. Life and time and energy are important. I spend my time with nice people. And you're so welcome and loved here too. M. Madsen, you're beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You guys just like raise my self-esteem and make me feel so good. You guys are amazing. Helena says, the people who put down others are just trying to make themselves feel better for some wild reason. And I don't understand. I don't understand. Purple Summer, yes, take care of yourself first. I have fibromyalgia. I have that too. So I understand. Yeah, I have that too. And I just on, what was it, Friday and Saturday, I did 14.5-hour shift both those days. And I have just been dead since then, absolutely dead. Got to get going. It's dinner time. Thank you for all the nice chat. Awesome. Thanks for coming. Purple Summer, I did, and so does TJ. I'm not quite sure what that was in regards to. Elena said, I've got 2 kids with issues. My oldest was bullied and has primary immune disorder, and my son has special needs. I don't put up with bullshit. Yeah, got ya. On the Rocks, fibromyalgia as well. Oh, you poor thing. I understand. Little Pookie, at Fast Hemi, you were in and out like a Hemi during a pit stop. See you next time. I like that. There has to be ways that people can respectfully disagree with other content creators without resorting to bashing and name calling and making fun of their appearance. It's just not stuff that I think is right. And I think someone brought up early in the discussion, the way they behave, is this what they teach their children? Is this how they teach their children to behave? With these people behave with so much hate, and pick on people and bash people, dox people, spread lies and rumors. Is this what they teach their kids and how to behave? TJ the fibro, yeah, I know, Pen, you suffer with that too. Ian Madsen said it's not right. It's not right. I don't think it's right at all. Elena says it starts in the home. I think so, for sure. Kira says, sorry, I hope I didn't miss too much. Just had a phone call. How rude. Nah, kidding. No, we're just chatting. You didn't miss much at all. It's fine to disagree. Just be respectful. Absolutely. I think it's easily a way to disagree with people, but be respectful about it, without creating this huge shit, basically huge drama. And channels are doxing each other, and channels are like getting strikes for this and strikes for that, and videos are getting taken down. And can you imagine the YouTube workers thinking, what the fuck is going on with this lot? Pookie says, well, you did, but you can catch up. Kayla, I'd like to think they're just keyboard warriors and not like that in real life. That's what I wonder. I wonder if they have like a YouTube personality and then they have a whole different personality when they're not in front of the keyboard or the camera. And if when they are in real life, if they act with integrity and compassion and, good morals. And then when they come on YouTube, they just forget them and throw them all out the window. Curious. Thanks, little Pookie. No doubt I'll be rewatching. Sixth Sense. My apologies. You had a phone call. How rude. No, just kidding. It's all good. These things happen. Life happens. On the rocks and the soil, for me, I think it's about dollars. Yeah, I agree. These drama channels seem to get thousands of people that follow them, that love the drama, that follow the drama, like to get in on it. We've got, people going from channel to channel talking shit about that channel to this and that. But these drama channels, they get a lot of money. They get a lot of followers. They got a lot of people that believe in what they're doing and love it and join in, and they do make a lot of money. I don't know. Is it about? Yeah. Madison, I think they're being their real selves on YouTube. If that's the case, then some of it's quite sad. Will says, especially when talking about such serious subject matter, imagine how they'd react if people made clickbait-style videos about their family member or friend who was murdered. Absolutely. When I make videos or talk on live stream, I try and act with the most integrity and compassion and empathy. And I ask that of my live stream chat too, because you never know who may be watching or which family members or friends may be watching. And I've had family members in my chats and comment under my videos and thank me for my work. So yeah. Be outrageous to get attention. Absolutely. It seems to work though, thousands of people flock to it. They love it. They give them the views, they give them the likes, the subs, they give them the money. So why would they stop this behavior? I guess they're doing something that they've got an audience for. Little Pookie says, I think about that too. On the rocks, Kardashian culture. Curious, it must be horrendous for family and friends to see that bullshit. Absolutely. Amelia, some people are narcissistic. Yes, you're right. Madsen, it's so disgraceful. Well, you guys are allowed to think any way you like, but it's great that people feel the same way I do. You know what I mean? TJ can't say anything. Okay. And thank you, Curious, for putting the rules up there. If one of you mods want to post the link for membership, it's in the description box below. I agree, it's about dollars. This is from Purple Summer. People might donate when they feel sorry for them. Absolutely. Why else do people come on YouTube? I make a little bit. And I think for the hard work that I put in, that's okay, you know. And every creator deserves to make money. It's just how they make it, I guess. Sixth Sense Amelia says, I think some of it is a culture of entitlement. Yeah, I reckon it is too. Yes, I agree, says Curious. Pookie says, golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. There is the measuring stick for me. Yep, same with me, Pookie. I try and treat others with respect and compassion, and I expect the same back. But unfortunately, that's just not how it goes. It's not how it goes. It's very, very sad. But what I do like is that quite a few of you guys are coming out and chatting for the first time, which is really nice. So thank you for coming out and chatting for the first time. And I know sometimes it's really daunting, you think, to come out and chat, but this is always a comfortable, safe place to chat. You're going to get treated with respect and friendliness and welcome here. Purple Summer, exactly, you deserve the donations for hard work. Thank you very much. Kira says hello to you. Little Pookie, and accept no less from others. Right. Sixth Sense, the art of debating seems to be a thing of the past. How to agree and disagree. I love a healthy debate, even with my friends and family. I like it when we disagree, because then I like having a debate, a respectful debate about things, hear other people's opinions, take what I can from it if I need to. We're not the same people. We disagree. Little Pookie says, I'm glad we are not clones. That's right. And Curious says this is a safe place to chat. Absolutely. Yeah, Madsen, I watch, usually never chat. I've never seen you here before, so welcome. And I'm so glad that you came out to enjoy the chat. Little Pookie, I enjoy different perspectives. I do too. Absolutely. Thanks, Julie. That is the link if you want to become a member. For less than amount of a coffee, you can support the channel with a small monthly payment. Gets your little name in the green, and you get little emojis or pictures you can use with a funny, and it just helps me. Kayla says, I do have a lot of anxiety about participating in live chats, but not on this channel or other true crime channels I watch. Excellent. I'm so happy about that. I always want people in my chat to feel safe and know that they're going to be okay to express their opinions, and they're not going to get attacked or jumped on for them. Pookie says, Madsen, glad you commented with us today. Absolutely. Debates went out the window with good sportsmanship. Yes, you're right. But good debates are good. I like hearing other opinions, that's for sure. And I can agree or disagree or agree to disagree with other people. But I like learning. I like listening to other people's opinions. But there's a nice way to do it. There's a respectful way to do these things. It doesn't have to be bashing people and creating drama and that, you know. Curious Kiwi says, Pam Smith, so true, out the window with everyone. Get a prize for participating now. Hello, Shao. Stopping by to show support and say hi. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate that. On the rocks, I have plenty of family friends who don't agree with me. We still love and respect them. Why treat others differently? Absolutely, absolutely. And, so why... That's why I wonder, if some people have a different personality in their real lives with their family and friends, and then if they have a different personality when they come onto YouTube. Madsen, I had to come in and tell you that you're beautiful and never let horrible people hold you back. Oh, thank you so much. That's really lovely. God, you guys, sometimes you just want to make me bloody cry. Purple Summer, I wonder if they even teach debating in school anymore. I don't know. Interesting. Pookie says, who knows, you might change my mind. I consider that having learned something from you. Got ya. Pam Smith, I so agree and could say so much, and you got exactly what I was saying, which I don't quite know what that was because too many comments ago. Shell, make sure everyone hits that like button. She is awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Shell. I appreciate that. Pam Smith, other options is how you learn whether you agree or not. Absolutely. That's how you learn from hearing different opinions and stuff. If we all had the same opinions, we wouldn't learn anything, you know? You guys are so amazing and so welcoming. So really appreciate that, guys. And, you know, all you guys in chat need a thumbs up because you are so welcoming to everybody and respectful. I really enjoy that. Onions, not options. Huh? Other options is how you learn whether you agree or not. Other onions? Okay, Pam, you've got me a bit confused now, love. I don't get what you're talking about now. You might have to elaborate on onions, not options, so we know what you're talking about. Pam, you are awesome. She is awesome. Pam is awesome. And I met Pam from a channel called Missing Persons and Mysteries. And she also goes on another one called 13 Past Midnight. Two of my favorite channels. They have been really supportive in getting me to where I am today. I'm extremely thankful to those channels. So if you can support them, much appreciated. That's a channel that has, and same with John Lawden's channel. Both of those channels have supported me, really held me up and supported me to get where I am today. It's wonderful. Never mind. Pam, gotta love autocorrect. Yeah, I know, right? Julie says, my daughters and I have interesting, amazing conversations because we are all different in our views. We still get on. Yeah, exactly. That's life. My colleagues and I have different opinions, but we can still have a respectful debate about it. It's pretty easy. Purple Summer, we've got you opinions. Damn spell check options. I know. Spell check's a bitch sometimes. I understand. Sixth Sense is autocorrect. Autocorrect. Yeah, you know, sometimes if I'm not watching what I send, I can send some pretty strange messages to friends and families, and they wonder what the hell I'm talking about. So, yes, we all have autocorrect problems. Pam says, yes, Purple Summer. You know what? I'm really happy that I've got to this point where we can have enough people that we can have a really good discussion all together. It's really, really good. Julie says, laugh out, Pam. It's usually my thumbs. We love you, Pam. Dyson again, welcome. Good to see you here. I hope you're well, doing well. We're pretty good. Auto carrot, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's a good one. Dyson again, later when you're finished, you'll have to replay the video to see what we're talking about today. We've been talking about the behavior of mainly content creators on YouTube, not all of them, just some of them, and the behavior like bullying and bashing and doxing and lies and rumors and all really horrible stuff, in my opinion, that goes on. Hey, Dyson again. I like that name too. Pam says, my tremors and spell check get into it and never know what's going to come out. And we understand, honey. We understand. So don't worry. We don't mind your messages that make no sense. That's fine. We get it. Hi, Dyson again. Welcome. Kayla. Hi, Dyson again. Welcome. You guys are so nice. Welcome, everyone. It's so cool. This is what, well, I believe this is what it should be like in every place. Oh, thank you so much, Dyson again. I really appreciate that. $5. I'm here for some good discussion. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, we have been having a good discussion, actually. And I was quite anxious about having this discussion because I didn't know how it would be received. And all of the people in the chat have agreed with me. So that's really made me feel a lot better about it. So, yes, Curious, thank you so much at Dyson again. I still love that name, Dyson again. I don't mind if people have differing opinions. That's fine, but it can be done in a respectful way, for sure. And we just don't mention other channels by name. 6 Cent says, I moderate on a couple of volcano channels. I've noticed that there are cultural differences in the way that relate to others. Interesting. You know, being from New Zealand, I have noticed a few differences culturally between New Zealand and perhaps America. And I'm not saying they're bad at all. I'm just saying that there are some cultural differences that I've noticed. Purple Summer, bringing creators' children into their fighting worries me the most. Oh, absolutely. So a lot that's been going on is doxing, and doxing is giving out real information about YouTubers, like putting out their real name, their real address, or their real phone number. That's concerning, very concerning. And then some people are even going after kids, and that's out of line, way out of line to bring people's kids into it. And that really concerns me. But it's just, and the tit for tat, one channel will say one thing, and then the other channel will go live and they'll say, I'll say something, and then next channel will go live and bash them. And it's bizarre. I find it bizarre. I think us Kiwis just don't put up with that shit. We're like, what the hell are you doing? It's not right. Curious says, well, that's so wrong. It is. Pookie says, I'm curious about the difference in our cultures. Okay, so especially like in New Zealand, if a child or someone goes missing, we do not expect the parents or the family to go to media and make a statement. 100% we do not. They have their privacy, and they are allowed to have their privacy. And if they choose not to speak, then that's okay. If they do speak, we don't usually give them negative attention. We give them positive attention and thank them and, help in any way we can. We don't immediately speculate generally and accuse people without facts and evidence to back it up. And that's just a couple of things that I've found. Purple Summer says, showing their pictures, giving out their names. Oh, no, it's wrong, eh? On the rocks, that's dangerous to give out real info on creators. Absolutely, because there's people that, there's thousands of people on YouTube, and there's got to be a lot of people that think very negatively about people and may want to do something. Because, Dyson a can, I love your accent. I don't think I have an accent. I think people are going to believe what they want to believe and do stupid things. I believe in prayer. We should all be praying for the hearts of the people. That's really nice, Dice. Yeah. Little Pookie says, that is one thing I like about New Zealand Mysteries. There are people from all over the world here. Yeah, I love that too. I really love that. It's amazing how people can come together and we can all be respectful and have our opinions. Elizabeth, welcome. I haven't seen you before. It's getting so unpleasant on the channels I have been on for a while. I don't agree with everything anyone does. I don't understand the motives behind some people's bad behaviors. Absolutely. Absolutely, Elizabeth, and welcome. Julie says it's scary that they are stooping so low. It is scary. And the scarier thing is they have so much followers that believe them. You know what I mean? And agree with them and encourage them. Dyson can, yes, negativity breeds negativity and positivity breeds positivity. So let's have positivity here, that's for sure. You guys are so amazing. Kill them with kindness, says Dyson can. Well, I do. I try to be nice and I try to be respectful. Even when I'm disagreeing with stuff, I try and say it in a nice way. But it seems to get lost on people, I guess. And then it gets to the point where I just obviously, I mean, I've gone back to channels where I've had a bit of a scene that I didn't like what they said, but I thought, oh no, a creator has said, oh, but they're so amazing, they're so great, and that you have to go and watch them. So I'll go back to a channel, I'll have another listen and go and to, base my opinion and then blowing my mind on what they're saying. But the amount of people that are in there encouraging them and everything blows my mind. Elizabeth, I've been here before but not said much. I mod on several channels. Okay, I haven't seen you, so welcome, Elizabeth. It's good to have you here. Everyone is welcome here. All the nice people are welcome. The unnice people are welcome too, as long as they just are respectful and be nice. You know what I mean? Thank you for the super chats today. It's been lovely. And you guys supporting me has just given me the warm fuzzies, to be honest. I didn't know how I would be received in my live streams when I started doing them. And I was lucky enough to find you guys and find a family where I'm accepted and supported, and you're so kind and loving and welcoming, and that's amazing. 6 cents, Amelia, I've been told as a moderator that I'm too nice. Laugh out loud. They obviously don't know me personally. Elizabeth said, exactly, that is what I do. Then I get frustrated with people who are unkind. Absolutely. Absolutely. You should be able to go into any chat and you should be able to state your opinion with respect, and you shouldn't worry about being attacked by other people in the chat or by moderators or by the creator. But I see it all the time. On the Rock says, when I make a point, I phrase it like, here is another option, or the like. Yeah. Well, 6 cents, Amelia, thank you so much for the super sticker, $1.99. That is awesome. You guys are just bloody amazing. Madsen says, I love the New Zealand accent. I don't have an accent. To me, I don't have an accent anyway. Tyson Akan says, kudos to you. I would never get on camera. We were just saying earlier that in my earlier videos, if you go and look at them, I used to wear a wig and a sunglasses, and I looked bloody ridiculous. But the reason I done that is I wanted to give the personal touch to the videos, but I was also extremely anxious about having my face out on YouTube. I know I've got some double chins going on. I've got a missing tooth. I've got some freckly stuff going on. I'm tattooed fully. I was scared. I didn't know how I'd be accepted. But do you know what? In the end, because of you guys welcoming me so much, and that it turned out to be amazing. So thank you. I will never be able to thank you enough. Kayla, thank you so much for the sticker. Is that Canadian $2? That is awesome. 6 cents. Yes, you do have an accent, apparently. So do you guys. Purple Summer, I would love to visit New Zealand, but I'm lucky to make it to Florida once a year. Well, New Zealand's borders are closed at the moment, but you know, New Zealand is a good place. But if you watch my videos on New Zealand crime, you'll definitely find out the bad things about New Zealand. You know, loving it. Madsen, that's what I say when someone tells me I have an accent. I'm from Kentucky. Well, everyone thinks they don't have an accent, don't they? But I mean, even in America, you guys have heaps of different accents depending on where you're from. Some of them are so cool. On the Rocks, love you. Aww, so nice. 6 cents, you're beautiful inside and out. Thank you so much, guys. You guys bloody rock. You really do. My lifetime is on my face. Silly me. I actually like it. Do you know what? I used to have really long hair, and I used to get up every morning, and I hated my freckly face so much that I would pound the makeup on like a mask every single day before I left, the house. And I got to a point where I just don't give a shit anymore. I'm quite happy with the way I look. I'm lazy. I don't have the time or the energy to go through that every day anymore. And so you either like me the way I am or you don't. And I really just don't give a shit, to be honest. Dice in a can. I can't with people. I work in a gas station now, up front and centre, but off work, it's me and my husband and my animals. Nice. I'm originally from, I say Arkansas. I hope I say that right. And living in Kansas now. Nice. The hardest thing for me is picking a time to do live streams that suit New Zealanders and suit everyone around US or Australia that listens. That's really, really hard. So I usually stick to like 11 a.m. in the morning my time, and it seems to be suitable for a lot of people. So I think that's why I'm going to continue with that. Pookie says, it's where I've been. I do too. I don't know what we're talking about. Lost it. Purple, you are beautiful, TJ, and I like your tattoos. I'm trying to get up the nerve to get a Mickey Mouse tattoo. You can do it. Get your first one. You'll be fine. I've got a lot, and I'm getting some new ones hopefully this week. Friday might be a good time for a live with it being Thanksgiving in USA. Oh, okay. True that, because we don't have Thanksgiving here, so good idea. My brother supposedly has a Western States accent. People comment on it a lot. I don't notice it. Well, I'm just looking at my see if I'm working on Friday, but it doesn't appear that I'm working on Friday. Yeah, no, accents are funny. 6 cents. I have dreadlocks and tattoos. I'm a middle-aged grandma. That's not unusual in New Zealand, but overseas, so many connotations are put to both. Yeah, we're quite liberal in New Zealand. Tattoos are everywhere. People have dreadlocks. It's not unusual. Prostitution is legal. We're really laid back on that sort of thing. We're laid back on a lot of things, except the one thing that we're not is pot is illegal. And I know that's legal in a lot of other places. On the Rocks was from Hawaii originally, had accent, was teased bad in Idaho. So that's weird. Even like in the United States, you get picked on for your accent. That's funny. Guys, just like with John, people can just catch it when they can. Yeah. I love dreadlocks, but my hair is so thin it wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't think mine would work either. I don't know. I'm not a dreadlock person, but each to their own. Each to their own. Weed isn't legal, bloody ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to get into the debate about it because it is illegal here, but I think it could help a lot of people. Madsen, I'd love to visit New Zealand. I love your president. She's awesome. She is our Prime Minister. Jacinda Ardern is our Prime Minister because we are under the monarchy, the British monarchy. So, yeah, she's a Prime Minister. I live in the Bible Belt, so that explains it all. I don't even know what the Bible Belt is, Summer. So you'd have to explain to me. I apologize. I don't know. I know some about the US because I have to look at it when I'm doing Commonwealth. Thank you, curiously. Kiwi, that was the word I was trying to say. We're part of the Commonwealth. Madsen, you do not have to apologize. Do not apologize at all. There's no need for it. People make mistakes. That's what life's about. Yes, if you're here regularly, you know that I forget words. It's quite common. I'm okay with that. Purple Summer. A lot of people are very conservative here. Right. I like to think that this channel is all-inclusive and that we celebrate diversity. So, people in the rainbow community are welcome. People from all over the world are welcome. We don't discriminate in this channel. And that's why I love it. 6 cents. Amelia says, I've been told by Americans that having dreadlocks is cultural appropriation. What? I'm New Zealand Euro, white. I just have Germanic Afro here. I've never heard of it being cultural appropriation. That's not. It's just a hairstyle, dude. It's just a hairstyle. That's crazy. Like New Zealanders wouldn't have told you that 6 cents, would they? Because I don't see that as something Kiwis would bother about. Surely it's just Americans, because, yeah. She says, yes, I'm not kidding. That's crazy. Crazy. It's just a damn haircut or a hairstyle, really. Weird. So I did make it today that only subscribers can post. And I can see that we've had 4 more subs since we started. And I'm quite I think I might lose subs after this. And that's okay. Because if I lose them, they're not the people that I want on my channel anyway. You know what I'm saying? Julie said, Emads, when I ask lots of questions, I had to ask what a sheriff was once. Mike was great about it. Yep. Some people don't know stuff, and if they ask, don't make fun of them. We just need to help them learn. Dyson Akan says, I actually saw a video where an African-American woman said that white people can't have curly hair. Sixth sense, Amelia, there's no such thing as a silly question, only silly answers. When I got my job, I asked so many questions. If I was unsure of anything whatsoever, I would ask a question. And I really pitied my co-workers and my colleagues because I thought that surely they must get sick of me asking questions. But I need to know stuff. And if I want to do my job the best that I can, and I need all the knowledge that I can. So questions are what you got to do. And there are the rules Thank you, Curious. They're pretty simple. And for anyone called Dick, I apologise. Dice in a can. I feel like everyone should be able to make their own choices about themselves unless it directly hurts someone else. True that. Dice in a can. And I actually did. Thanks. Kayla says dice in a can. I guess I'm screwed then. Why is that? Oh, because you've got curly hair? Well, when my hair's long, it gets curly too. So I guess I'm screwed as well. But that's just ridiculous. You just wonder about some people. Assume. Right, I'm just going to remove myself. Purple Summer says, I agree, dice in a can. I love Kansas. We have friends in Wichita. And Pam says, what the heck? TJ is probably somewhere in cyberspace talking to herself. Yeah. But the thing is, it's true, Curious. I do that. I talk to myself all the time. Dice of the can. My hair was almost pure black, but now it's grey and black. Oh, that would be a nice mix. On the Rocks, got to leave by. Or hey, thank you so much, On the Rocks, for coming in. I absolutely appreciate it. Have a great day. Sixth Sense, one of the cultural differences, Kiwis make jokes about everything. Nothing is off the table. Irreverent sense of humour. People here don't seem to get butthurt and take it personally. Yeah, true that. I moved from the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, to the middle of nowhere, Kansas. Manhattan or Junction City are the biggest cities close to mine. So you're out in the middle of nowhere, in the wops we call it. Little Pookie, I'm just getting silvery and it's so pretty, especially in the sunlight. Oh, I've seen some grey hair that has such nice, beautiful tones to it. I hope I'm going grey slowly, but I hope when it turns grey, like properly, that I get that nice shade. It's really good. See you on the rocks. Stay safe. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. I'm near Jonesboro, Arkansas. Purple Summer says. Curious. My little 7-year-old neighbor asked me the other day why I don't have grey hair. Kids just say the darndest things, and they're just so honest with their opinions, and they don't do it out of hurt or anything like that. Don't mean to hurt people's feelings. They just, yeah, it's so cool. Bye for now. See you later on the rocks. Good to virtually meet you. Absolutely. I'm from Sharp Country. What the hell is that? You're going to have to explain yourself. Me too, little Pookie. I love it. It's starting from the edges as ordered. I feel like I missed something, but I feel like that all the time. You know, sometimes I'm so forgetful and I have so much brain fog that I wonder how I make it through the day or the week or a shift at work. You know. Her mum said because she dies it. I'm like, no, I don't. Spring River? Nope, I have no idea. So this week, I've got a few things going on. I've got a shift at work on Wednesday. Now, my shifts are 10.5 hours. So on the days I do that, there's just no way I can live stream or put out a video. And, you know, videos take time to do. I also have on the 29th, I've got a hospital stay for the night. Nothing too crazy. It's just a sleep test. So I'm not sure when I'm going to do lives in the next week or so, or put out videos, but of course I will do my best. 16th said, Granddad quote, people with closed fists cannot shake hands. Yeah. Julie says, just my grey hair. County. Oh, got you. Shauna, hello, welcome. Hi, TJ and Kayla. Purple summer. I'm pretty close to Spring River. It's beautiful, middle of nowhere, TJ. In the wop wops, what do you say? Most states are divided into counties, but Louisiana is parishes. So is it only Louisiana that is parishes? That's confusing. And what's confusing when I do crime stories and that is New Zealand has one law enforcement agency. It's the New Zealand Police. And the New Zealand Police covers the whole of New Zealand, right? Where you guys have like the city police and state and then county, and then is it the FBI? So there's like heaps, and sometimes that just, I'm easily confused, very easily confused, and I'm not hiding from that. Sixth Sense says, I have Asperger's. My whole life is perpetually disorganized, no matter how hard I try otherwise. Oh, but we love you in spite of that. We don't care. You're part of the family here, and we are a loving, welcome family. We send our love to everybody. Little Pookie says county, county, then state. Okay. So city, then county police, then state police, then FBI, right? I've learned a lot from watching like programs like Snapped and all these other programs over the years. Purple Summer says, Sixth Sense, were you diagnosed as a child or an adult, if you don't mind me asking? Marshals too. Oh, yeah. So is it the Texas Marshals, but no. Texas Rangers. What are they? They're completely different too. And then you've got the ATF, so that's completely different as well. Boggles my mind. Shauna said it's in US, it's city, county, state, FBI. Right. County, state, federal. Look, Pokey says, thank you. Elena says, weirdly, Louisiana is the only state with parishes. Is that like parishes instead of counties? Is that right? Di says, yeah, don't make any sense to us. Then federal marshals who can go anywhere in the states. Gosh, there's just so many. It's insane. No, it doesn't make sense. It's confusing. It's good to hear that it's confusing and that it doesn't make sense for you guys in the US. It makes less sense to us in New Zealand, that's for sure. Little Pookie says ATF is federal, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. But when do they get called in? Are they in every state? Are they like a country-wide national firm, the ATF? And you would think most crimes are either alcohol, tobacco, and firearms related. We won't even go into firearms over there. Some of it's very confusing and it's funny, but I learn a lot and I like to ask questions and I like to find out. Um, you know, a lot of my subscribers and you guys are from there, so I like to find out about your country as much as I possibly can, and other countries, obviously, around the world. We know about Australia because they're our cousins. We're not the same. Boston actress says for sure. Little Pookie says ATF is federal like the FBI. Right. Cool. ATF is federal. Okay. And then you have bounty hunters. And that's a whole different thing. And then you get dog. He's a whole different guy altogether. Louisiana is full of confusion. Well, if you are confused, Elena, then I am definitely confused. Shauna Blackwood says ATF also works with explosives as well. Crazy. Yeah, it often confuses me, but I am confused easily. 6 says, I find USA legal and political systems really difficult to get an understanding of. So do I. And one of the things that's confusing is that because there's 50 states and every state has different judicial system and a different way of doing things. It's not all a universal national one way of justice system or anything. It's and that makes it difficult. Shauna says not all states allow bounty hunters. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought that was just a nationwide thing. So that's really interesting. Shauna, where are you from? Shauna, let me know where you're from, dear. I'll see you, Shauna. Who have you come from? Did you come from John Lawden's channel? We've come from some channel. T-Rex, a lot of them overlap, especially federal agencies. Right. Shauna is in Illinois. Do I say Illinois or Illinois? I think I don't say the S. I think that S is silent. I'm bound to get some things wrong. Yes. So that is a yes. The S is silent. Dice, well, MJ is still not remitted by federal laws, but it is in some states. It is permitted, you mean? Yes. So, well, Mary Jane is permitted by federal laws, but is in some. Interesting. We had I can't remember the name. So Curious will tell me the name. We had like this vote. The whole country voted on whether to do, I think it was make pot illegal or MJ illegal in New Zealand. And it was so close. I think it was something like 52% said no and 47% said yes. It was so damn close. I hope that they do it again. Referendum. Thank you, Curious. See? I've got to have you. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being the one that keeps correcting me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't make sense. Shauna says yes, S is silent, and yes from John. Awesome. John Lawden's channel is fantastic. Thank you, Curious. Depends on where you're from, says Dice. Pam says, TJ, depends on where you're from on that. CBD is legal, but actual MJ isn't. I would like that because CBD is the part that has the healing properties, and that's what I really want for a lot of people, especially with like fibromyalgia and pain conditions. I think CBD would be amazing, not necessarily the MJ with the THC in it. Sixth Sense says, I definitely recommend looking further into it. It was thought that girls didn't often have Asperger's. It just presents it differently. You're all welcome here. Anyway, Curious says, it scares me that I mind work in conjunction. Yeah, you seem to know every word that I forget, because I do it all the time. You seem to know what I'm talking about. It's weird and it's cool. I like it, Curious. Little Pookie says, I would like for someone to tell me what was the first case in the USA that started the appeals process with proofs and references. Can't tell you, so if anyone knows, that'd be interesting. CBD works amazingly for fibro. Yeah, I've heard it does. Sixth Sense, I find it odd that prostitution is legal here, but weed isn't. Yeah, now that's a good topic actually. So New Zealand are really liberal. We have gay marriages and we have prostitution being legal. And what I find when watching stuff in America where prostitutes are not legal, they are very, very looked down on and they are talked about in a really demeaning way. And that really bothers me because here it's legal and they are treated and are just the same as everybody else. I definitely do not speak of them in a negative light at all. So it's very, very interesting when you listen and watch cases in the US where it's different. Curious says you say stuff as I'm typing it. It's funny. Shauna says that's why I started using CBD for chronic pain, Shauna. That cool. That's cool. TJ, it helps, but I like my tea. Okay. Dice said, I got pretty messed up in a car wreck, broke my back and neck and all my ribs, but I don't have anything that helps with pain. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Curious says, Shauna, you can get it here on prescription from your doctor, but it's very expensive. So we can get it prescribed by the doctor, but there's only I think 2 approved medicines that the doctors can prescribe. The cost is around $1,200 a month. It's not subsidized at all. Now, the people that need it the most are people in chronic pain, and some of them can't work because of it. So getting that for $1,200 a month is absolutely ridiculous. Dyson Acan says, MJ makes you feel yuck. Fair enough, hun. Sixth Sense says, TJ Mons, is it okay if I recommend an Asperger's channel here for Purple Summer? Yes, go for it. Shauna says, I have fibro. Well, welcome to the club because I have it and I know Pam Smith has it and a couple of other people have it and I forgot who it was. So there you go. Yeah. I didn't know prostitution was legal there. Learn something new every day. Absolutely. Weed is legal in my state. I generally get it from my roommate's husband, I should say. Curious says, like myself, I can't work from pain, therefore can't afford it. Absolutely. So it's really not reachable for or attainable for the people that really need it, which, yeah. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, should be okay. That's fine. I don't mind links that are positive links, guys. It's fine. Yeah, I know I forgot you, Curious Cooey, but I didn't forget you really. Sixth Sense says you don't know what it is. It is chronic, widespread pain every day. and it is accompanied by chronic fatigue as well, and it can be very, very debilitating. Purple Summer says, Dyson can. Have you tried a topical ointment with CBD oil? That CBD oil or CBD oil? I've been thinking about trying it. Sixth Sense is horrible. Oh, I'm like, what Pam's not saying Sixth Sense is horrible, because Pam's not like that, but it's her typing. Sixth Sense, it is horrible, and she's talking about the fibromyalgia, not you. Curious says, best to Google it. Yeah, Google's always good. Uncle Google. I was lucky enough that when I brought up my kids, Google was around. So, when they asked really hard questions that I was too dumb, didn't know what the answer was, I could just tell them to go and see Uncle Google, because he knew everything. Dyson can. We had some, as seen on TV, stuff called hemp Varna that was awesome, but it quit working after a while. It's a shame. Pam says, unless you have it, it's hard to explain it to someone who doesn't, and not one of us are the same. Absolutely. Angelina, hey, darling. Hello, everyone, and hello, darling. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. You'd have to, after we're finished, Angelina, rewind and watch the beginning of the video. We're on a few different topics now, but I did a bit of a vent and a bit of a rant about the bad behavior on YouTube, the bullying and the bashing and all that sort of stuff that goes on. Yeah. Shauna says they seem to keep finding more symptoms that go with fibro. Yeah, they do too. Welcome, Angelina. Welcome, Angelina. I love you guys. Curious says, I agree, Pam. I heard someone explain the other day as arthritis in the muscles. Pretty much. Yeah, absolutely. And like for 6 months, it can be in my hips, and it could be in my feet, and it could be in my shoulders. And then all of a sudden I'll wake up, and then for the next year it will be in different places. Or some days it will just be in every single place. And some days I'll cry in pain. Meow here, meow there. Hi, nice to see you. Welcome. I am from US, and I totally agree with you, TJ. It has always bothered me how prostitutes are treated. Thank you. Thank you very much. I agree that everyone is human, and I don't agree with discrimination. Prostitutes are legal here, and when I see the way they're treated in the US and other places, it really bugs the Jesus out of me. Oh, where are we? Yeah, do that after you've finished with us. Dyson can, what do you guys take for fibromyalgia? Not anything good that helps, to be honest. Sixth Sense, Purple Summer YouTube channel, Asperger's on the inside. Start with the video where Paul is asking, is this too much eye contact for you? Cool. Chat's going fast now. Curious, Dyson can, different meds work for different people. It's very hard to treat. That's very right. Depends on the doctor and their beliefs. And welcome, Meow. Little Pukey, while we are just chatting, is there a good channel for movies on YouTube? Well, not really, because if you put movies, I don't know, Little Pookie. If people put out movies, wouldn't they get copyright strike? I'm not sure. Purple Summer, Sixth Sense, thank you. I will definitely watch it. I hate narcotics. They can definitely be used in bad ways, that's for sure, but some people need them. Yeah, but they are easily, obviously, to get addicted to. Welcome, Meow. Sixth Sense, prostitution. It's your body, can do whatever you like with it. Absolutely, and that does not mean you're any less of a person because you choose to do that, in my opinion. A lot of people, just because these people are having sex for money, there's a lot of people that have sex for different reasons, and random people, Dice, I'm sorry, I wish there were better ways to relieve pain. I hope sometime soon in New Zealand that we're allowed to get CBD easily and affordable to help people with pain. I would like to see that happen. Will it happen? I think it will, but I just don't know when. Shauna says it's really hard to get narcotics from doctors for chronic pain here. Well, I mean, there's such an epidemic of addiction to these types of pills. And over the years, we've seen quite clearly doctors that have prescribed them very, very easily. Maybe perhaps they're tightening up who can get them and how much people can get to try and take care of the crisis, I guess. But I mean, if you need them, you need them. But they are addictive, you know. I will research fibromyalgia. I will research fibromyalgia. Thanks for the info, everyone. Thanks, Sixth Sense. It's nice that you want to try and understand. It seems like a lot of people have it. Curious, some docs dish them out like lollies. Yeah, some do. Elena said people abuse narcotics, making it hard for the ones who need it and can't get it. Yeah, that's the problem, I think, is for so long, people have been abusing them and doctors have been giving them out like lollies, you know, easy peasy to anyone who wants them. Maybe now that they're cracking down on it, and it is, like Elena says, making it hard for the ones who actually need them for pain. Very sad. So I want to just say, please either hit the like button or the dislike button. Please subscribe to the channel and share this out with you where you can. I would like to think that there is a lot of people that on YouTube that think the way we do about the situation on YouTube and what's going on. And maybe they need to see the stories and listen to what I had to say. Kiwi, not here, they don't. Okay. Julie says, I found that taking vitamin D with my other meds really helps my pain levels. I don't know how it actually works, but for me, it's great. That's interesting. Vitamin D. Is that the one you get from the sun? I don't like the sun that much. I have a sweating problem. I like to be cold. So the summer is not my friend. Purple Summer, thank you for the super sticker, $4.99. It's so nice. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate any way you guys can support the channel, whether you become members, whether you donate, whether you're mods, whether you just participate in the chat and be so supportive, share, like, anything. I think you are all amazing. It's so cool. Dyson again, I just started taking vitamin D. It helps the other vitamins get absorbed. Interesting. I didn't know that. I might look that up, actually. Find out if I can get it. Julie says, yes, but we don't get enough from the sun when ill. I don't get enough from the sun because I hide from it. Pookie says vitamin D is crucial for health, especially if you live in grey areas and in winter. And like me, who hides from the sun as much as I can. Kira says, I take once a month, vitamin D. Oh, that's interesting. So a lot of you take it. I'm definitely going to have to look into it. Thanks, Purple. TJ's son and vitamin D. Shauna says, people who have chronic pain have been found to be really low in vitamin D. Interesting. Sixth Sense. I know of a lady who was training for equestrian Olympics, had a serious accident and prescribed heavy meds and became addicted. The doctor cut her off meds, so she went to the illegal street drugs instead. Yeah, that happens, unfortunately. Definitely. I mean, I know here in New Zealand, because people that are in pain cannot get or afford what they need, that they go to illegal street places to get MJ, you know. Angelina, I'm 2 months away from being 40. Is it normal to get hot flashes, and what vitamin can I take? um, I just depends, because I started getting them around your age, and I take hormone replacement therapy, and I take like stuff from the chemist that's natural stuff. I don't know what's in it really. Purple Summer says vitamin D with calcium to get the full effect of the calcium. Gosh, you guys are all so knowledgeable. Little Pookie, calcium is best absorbed with vitamin D. And she says, normal, my breakfast consists of zinc, CD, aspirin, Tylenol, ibuprofen, and Pepsid. I'm supposed to have a sun lamp. Oh, interesting. 6 cents. Fast. Hi again, New Zealand. Surprised you're still on. Yeah, I usually don't go this long, but everyone's been chatting and just chatting about different shit. It's been lovely. We've just been going on. Julie says it's best to go to the doctor because everyone's metabolism is different and their hormone levels as well. I also have thyroid issues, and the meds for it can also cause muscle and tissue pain. That's sad. This is a great chat. Thank you, 6 cents, for being in it. Little Pookie says, dice in a can, take zinc for 2 weeks and give it a break. I must say that I am not a doctor. I do not have any medical training. And just putting that out there. Any advice, you should go to your doctor. Shauna says, I take weekly vitamin D pills. Purple, it's nice to chat without all the anxiety. Yeah, like I said, when I first started, I had anxiety, but when I have like all this support around me, it just sort of goes away. So that's really great. Little Pookie, waiting on you to make a pit stop and let us know. Super good. I'm not quite sure what you mean. I don't want to get into the C word, curious. I mean, I'm not going to be monetized anyway, but I don't want to start on that because people have different opinions and it can start arguments. You've been taking zinc religiously. Okay. Angelina, yes, my hormones are going crazy. Think I'll talk to the doctor. Yes, definitely. Do that. Pookie says, Julie says, yes, at Pookie, I heard it builds up zinc, that is. It's definitely not something I've thought about. So I'm going to have to look into a few things, that's for sure. So it's great to have all those recommendations of stuff. Toilet break. We're all exercising our elbows and opinions. Elderberry is really good to boost the immune system. That's interesting. I haven't heard of elderberry before. Shauna said, I just talked to my doctor about hot flashes because my mum had a hysterectomy when she was 36, so I have no idea when she would have started. Interesting. Purple Summer, definitely crazy here in the States with the C word. Absolutely crazy here in New Zealand with the C word as well. So, that's why we don't say it on here. Cold yellow, laugh out loud. When I need a pit stop, I'll probably just end the live because I've been talking for 2 hours and like now I'm getting cotton mouth and I'm getting mouth mush, when you go to say a word and it just comes out all mixed up or mushed with another word. And when I get to that stage, I know I've been talking too much. Because would you believe, in my private life, I'm an introvert who doesn't like to talk that much. And so when I do these, I talk more on these lives than I do in months of my personal life. Elena says elderberry is an actual berry they make it from. Interesting. I'll look that up. Julie says, I'm building up a medicinal and edible garden all in my yard. It's really interesting and yummy. Oh, that's so cool. Angel, does that mean I could be in menopause? Maybe. You have to go to your doctor, I reckon, hun. Julie, interesting. Good luck. Actually, they recommend berries for potassium. I thought you only got potassium out of bananas. And I hate bananas. Oh, pit stop as in dropping in. Got you. Curious says, oh my God, I'm the same. Find it way easy to type my words. Yes. My speaking gets a bit backwards sometimes. 6 says that a friend went through early menopause in their mid-20s. It's possible to have menopause at any age. Sorry if there's any guys here listening. and we're all talking about menopause. Julie says, Angelina, there is perimenopause before. Yeah. Yams. Oh, I'm not a fan of yams. Oh, curious. I hate bananas too. I hate them so much. They're such a ugh. I know, right? Gross. Potato chips have potassium too. Oh, so I can have like a whole bag of potato chips and I can say, well, I was trying to get some potassium. Make myself feel better. And potatoes. Oh, I thought it was just bananas. My oldest is allergic to bananas. I say I'm allergic to bananas. I'm allergic to them because they're just gross and I don't like them. They're weird. Just not a fan. Remember, guys, that you can become a member for less than a coffee in a whole month, and that gets your name into the green, which is pretty cool. But I do want to thank everyone if you donated today, because it's really, really nice and it really helps. Pickles. Kira says fibro makes you crave salt. Potato chips are okay. Awesome. I'm going to have potato chips and think that I'm doing a good thing. 6 cents. You're making me laugh. My mum has that reaction to bananas as well. Ugh, gross. My wife is going through menopause. Oh, fast. I'm sorry for you and her. It's an awful thing for both people. Julie says, yes, TJ. I do it regularly. Eat chips. Funny. Tomatoes are bad. I don't like tomatoes like fresh tomatoes, but I like tomato sauce. We don't, and ketchup, even though it's really an American thing. And I love like tomatoes hot, but not cold. They're weird. Yes, chip sandwiches are great. Although, curious, I do chip and garlic aioli sandwiches. They are my favorites. Pam Smith says, I don't like strawberries. Yeah, I'm not a fan too much of strawberries either, really. Elena says, bless you, hear me. Little Pookie, tomatoes used to be called wolf apples. Really? That must have been a long time ago, before my time, because I ain't heard that before. Angelina says you don't like Vaseline. What? Why? Why Vaseline? I actually don't like Play-Doh. I hate the smell and the feel of it so much that when my kids were young, I really never bought them anything to do with Play-Doh. Hate it. It's weird. It feels funny. Ugh. Wolf apples. Curious says, I find I move easier if I don't eat oranges. Another fibro warrior told me that. Interesting. You don't know why you say that? I like tomatoes, but I notice my pain gets worse when I have too much. Interesting. I eat absolutely everything. I think I was a goat in a previous life. That's funny. Purple says, curious, what is Vegemite? Vegemite and Marmite. Curious, you'll have to tell them what it is. Julie, they were banned by the Catholic Church because they thought tomatoes were a love fruit. Oh my God. That's so funny. Dyson a can on I'm a dead goat in a previous life. You guys are funny. You crack me up. Kira says purple summer, it's a Kiwi thing. It's a vegetable extract. And it's like black. And it looks like tar. Vegemite is the Australian version, and Marmite, I think, is the New Zealand version. And you've got to spread it quite thinly because it's really, really strong. I don't know how to explain the taste of it. Vegemite is the best food in the world. Google, well done. Google's great. Love fruit. I'm not really a fruit fan. I eat like I put raspberries into my smoothies, but I don't eat them whole or anything. And I have a mandarin from time to time, but that would be about all. Made of, little Pookie. Are you asking about what Marmite and Vegemite's made of? I have no bloody idea. You'll have to Google it. I do not know. But it's black, and if you spread it thick, it's like ugh. Lettuce and Marmite sandwiches, grass and cowpat, sarnie. Yeah. I love fruit too, but I'm also diabetic, so I need to restrain myself. Oh, that's annoying. Fast. Hemi, the first time I heard of Vegemite was the Men at Work song, Down Under. I laugh at that song every time I hear them say Vegemite sandwich. That cracks me up. I love Lucy, vitamin and Vegemin. Never heard of that. I don't know what you were talking about. Beef extract and yeast. Yes, that sounds about right. Tomatoes are in the nightshade category of vegetables. Some studies show nightshades can make fibro pain worse. Oh, that's interesting. Dice in a Can, I think, was the name of the elixir from that one episode. Oh, okay. No, I don't remember that at all. But I've got one of the worst memories ever. So Vegemite is concentrated veggie extract, kind of like veggie stock reduced to a paste. And it's really black. That's the first time I heard about Vegemite too. And yeah, I don't mind it, but I have to spread it really, really thinly because I find it's, if you put too much, it's just too much. But hands up to all the vapors in here. You guys have a lot of stuff over there that we don't have, like pumpkin pies. The size of your pumpkins. We do not have pumpkins like you guys do. We don't have pumpkins that we can carve out for Halloween or anything like that. Whatever pumpkins you have are completely different here. Pumpkin pie, we don't have pumpkin pie. In fact, pumpkin pie doesn't smell that, seem that nice, but I do like pumpkin soup. 6 Cent says, and Marmite is the same except it's brewer's yeast extract, I think. And yeah, Kiwis have the Marmite and the Aussies have the Vegemite, I think. So you come on here and you learn things every day. You don't like pumpkin pie? Curious, our pumpkins are grey. Yeah, they're not like the big orange ones that you guys get. Ours are nothing like it. And I'll tell you a story about pumpkins. So because of fibro, I have really swollen hands, and pumpkins are really, really hard. And I got a pumpkin and I was struggling to like cut it into pieces to cook and that. So my friend said, well, I heard that if you put it in a plastic bag and you like smash it against the side of the house or on concrete, then it'll split up and into pieces in the bag. So I put the pumpkin in the bag and that, and I went to the garage, and because it was concrete, and smashed, and the bag flew open and parts of pumpkin went flying absolutely everywhere. The garage was pumpkin all over it. So I picked up the pieces of pumpkin that I could and washed them. That was fine. Anyway, a few months later, we started having pumpkins growing by the garage. We had heaps of pumpkins growing by the garage. That was funny. Love pumpkin pie. Gourds. I don't know what that is. My bad, I ran out and got my Vegemite. It is yeast grown on barley and wheat with B vitamins. Don't be sorry. Thank you, Julie. Now we know. Don't have to Google it. Yeah, it was funny. So if you're going to do that, get a bag that's not going to split and have your pumpkin thrown all over your garage and all over your lawn where you have pumpkins growing out of it. It was good that we got pumpkins and we could give some away because we had so many. Elena, that's strangely funny. It was funny. It was funny. Success Cinderella. Pumpkin murder scene. Yeah, exactly. Most households either have Vegemite or Marmite. Yeah, they do. And like, I don't actually notice the difference that much. So I just buy either on special. I don't care. But some people are really, really like, no, I like Vegemite, or no, I like Marmite. This one's the best, or that one's the best. Yeah. So some people have really strong feelings about it. But they're allowed to. Laughing. Pumpkin murder scene. And then I'll tell you another story. My dog that I had, Rocky, he was a bull mastiff cross boxer. Beautiful, beautiful baby. And he was a happy soul. He was a happy dog. Big, big dog. And somehow on the very tip of his tail, he had either got a cut on the tip of his tail, or he'd, I don't know, chewed on it a little bit, but it started bleeding. And I tried to put like plasters and bits of pad and everything on the tip of his tail because I wanted to stop the bleeding and wanted it to heal, because he kept like aggravating it. He kept biting it and then aggravating it. But every time I did that, he'd pull it off. Came into the house one day, and obviously he'd been chewing on his tail and it was bleeding. And because he wagged his tail so damn much, there was blood all over the roof, blood all over the walls, all over the kitchen cabinets. It was absolutely everywhere. It looked like a murder scene because of the damn tail. It was so funny. And so what I ended up doing is going and buying him one of those bowls, so that there was no way that he could get onto his tail and make it bleed again. And I said to him, you got this bowl because you can't stop chewing your tail and you're getting blood everywhere. And he was so dejected and so embarrassed that I took the bowl thing off the next day, and he never touched his tail since. Louisville is the gourd capital of the world. What's gourd? 6 cents. I use Marmite Vegemite as a holistic remedy for cats and dogs. Oh, interesting. You heard of that? Do you guys have potted meat? What the frig is potted meat? Please explain. I have to get some gourd seeds. I love them as a musical instrument. What the earth is gourd? The cone of shame. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Oh, here we go. Dice in a can. Armoured potted meat or Vienna wieners. It's flavoured bits of everything that's left over from the goods parts of animals. No, we do not have that. I can say definitely do not have that. Elena says, woke up one morning and it looked like a murder scene outside my house. Sad part, somebody had shot my dog and my son was playing outside. Oh, that's dreadful. That would be, oh, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Poor thing. Sorry about that. 6 cents. I grow ornamental mini gourds. Dry them for small handshakers. Okay. Dyson Acan says potted meat is a spread you can put on crackers. We do have like a meat spread, but it's just not called that. 6 cents spam. Yeah, we have spam in a can. Not that I've ever bought spam in a can. We have hot dogs. Julie, yes, at 6 cents, Amelia. We have spam in a can, but it's not popular. Yeah, that's right. Bully beef. You guys crack me up. How did we start this stream? I guess we've been talking for 2.5 hours. We started with talking about all the negative stuff on YouTube. We've talked about spam. We've talked about fibro. We've talked about prostitution. We've talked about MJ. We've talked about hot dogs. We've talked about pumpkins. We've talked about Marmite and Vegemite. This has been a great discussion, I must say. Purple Summer says, I'd rather have peanut butter. I have to be in the right mood for peanut butter, I must say. I'm not totally sold. Elena says, I never knew that about potted meat. Dyson it can. Jamie said, my dad loved spam, grew up on it. Hot dogs are same difference. Little Pookie, potted meat looks like brawn. You want me to say that word? Are you serious? I ain't going to try and say that word. You know I can't. Food Network Live. Spam is potted meat. Oh, well, there you go. So we do have it. We have it. Spam. Curious, I'm just making a chip and Vegemite sandwich. Shut up. You're just showing off now. Julie, I was about to say, but it's great because we got there. Yeah. It's all right. Curious says, where are you from, Jamie? Yeah, where are you from, Jamie? And Angelina, where are you from? Fast Hemi, did you tell us where you were from? He said, love pumpkin pie, but I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I only have a little bit. I wasn't aware that pumpkin had anything to do with the diabetes. It's interesting. Kayla, I've learned so much today. So have I. I've learned a bit today as well, that's for sure. It is 1:30 p.m. New Zealand on Monday. Oh, wow, Angelina in Honduras. So that's awesome. I like how we reach all the corners of the world. I think it's absolutely amazing. That's fantastic. Jamie says, oh, you're in New Zealand, Lower North Island. Nice, another Kiwi. I so love having Kiwis, and I love people from around the world. Little Pookie says, good night, morning, day, diversity is nice. Absolutely. Curious, is pumpkin pie a sweet thing? Yeah, because it's a vegetable here, so we use it like in roasts and, stuff like that. Little Pookie, 7:30 p.m. Sunday night here. Yeah, we're a bit ahead of you guys. 6 cents, learned everything you never knew you wanted to know about, right? We've answered all the questions that you didn't have questions about. Elena says, oh, wow, New Zealand at 6 p.m. here on a Sunday evening. Yeah, time zones just, they're weird. It's weird how they work. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it's a sweet. Right. Well, that's weird. I don't know if I'd like a sweet pumpkin pie. I like roasted pumpkin. Maybe it's because the pumpkins that you guys have and the pumpkins we have here are different. I don't know. Angelina says 6:27 here. Is that AM or PM, Angelina? Isn't it crazy? Time zones always confuse me, but I'm easily confused. Shauna says it's 6:28 Sunday evening here. You know, when I want to interview someone on my channel, like when I interviewed John Lawden, and we had to try and find a time that was good for him and that was good for me. And we ended up doing it quite early in the morning. And I know that John Lawden does this secret studio, and it's late on a Friday for him. It's a live stream, and it's about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday here for me. So I have to get up pretty damn early on a Saturday if I want to see it, but I try. It's not even the same day here in New Zealand half the time compared to, yeah, you guys. Oh, PM, so you're the same as, oh, no, you're different from us. So you're, oh, I'm confused. I told you. Roasted pumpkin seeds are good. Yeah, I know. Yum. Of all the start again. Of all the true crime you've read or watched, what has shocked you the most? Wow. I'd have to think about that, to be honest, Dice. I can't reach the chips in the top of my pantry. that'll learn you. That'll learn you. They add sugar and spice to make the pumpkin pie. Got you. Yeah, me too. Okay, so there's been a couple of cases. One was the Turpin family. I just watched the 2020 interview of the two oldest girls in the Turpin family, and they were the 13 children that grew up in squalor, and they were chained to beds and were starved. That was really, really disgusting. There was recently one case that we talked about on one of my live streams, and it was about the abandoned children in Houston. And the mother had left the children to fend for themselves in this flat with no furniture or very little furniture. She dropped food off sometimes for them, but they also left the three kids with the body of their 9-year-old brother decomposing in the house, and these kids lived with it in their house. That one was actually quite disgusting. Anything with children gets to me, I must say. Sometimes I have to take a break from YouTube and true crime especially, and just recharge and take a break, because some of it's really hard. Jamie says the Watts case bothered me the most. Yeah, that was a hard one as well. Who was down for a beer? I don't actually drink, Angelina. I've got my water or my coffee. Elena says the John Benet Ramsey case was interesting. It was. Yeah, that was a sad case. It was horrible. Jamie Gray, it's crazy to watch someone plead for someone's return when they already killed them. Yeah, I know. Yeah. 6 cents, Amelia. No bananas in this house. No bananas in this house. All mushrooms, no fungi. We do not do fungus in my house. I just do not like fungus. It's gross, and I can't understand why people would want to eat it, because it's stuff that grows on your skin. It's not supposed to go in your body. Curious you don't drink either. Dice says the guy who kidnapped his daughter and hid her in the basement and had kids with her. Oh, yeah, that was a gross one. That was tough. That was really, really tough. There's been some out of it cases. It really has been. No mushrooms, no fungi. And, you know, the Missy Beavers case really gets to me. That's the one where she was in a church. She came into a church to do yoga or some sort of fitness thing. And there's a person walking around in police riot gear, just like meandering through the church, waiting for her, and then kills her. And that one's never been solved. It's really, really weird. Elena, the case with the woman's gymnastics doctor was crazy. I don't know if I know which one you're talking about. Angelina, you're not more than 2 beers. I think like once every 4 months or something, my son will take me out for a meal, and I might have 1 can of something. But yeah. Jamie says unsolved Kirsty Bentley and the Delphi girls. Yeah. So I've done a video on Kirsty Bentley and the Delphi girls. I also did an interview with Anthony Greeno about Delphi because he knew a lot of information. So yeah, if you don't know, guys, I do a lot of videos about mostly New Zealand cases, but also other cases around the world. I've interviewed Anthony Greeno, I've interviewed Don Lorden, and these are all things that you can go and see on my channel. It's USA Gymnastics. No, I never had it. That man is just evil. Darling, you got tattoos on you. Yes, I have a lot. And people ask me why on earth I just did 2 days of 2 days, and I had a 14.5-hour shift on each one. That was because I want to get more tattoos next week. So you never know when you see me, and I might have more. I'm addicted. I'm just lucky that, like, I mean, I do work in a professional setting, I guess, but I am lucky that my bosses allow me to have my tattoos. So I don't know if I can show you. I've got some roses across here. Yeah, it's really hard to show you because it's like I'm in a mirror, if you know what I mean. And I've got, like, oh, see, a dream catcher. And I don't know if you can see on my neck, I've got the word unbreakable there. And I've got like a flower there. And then I've got some like on my legs and stuff as well. The face was funny of the man from Detroit who was on Nancy Grace when she told him his son was found captive in the home basement. Yes, I remember that one. I'm not a fan of Nancy Grace that much. Her voice just gets a little to me for some reason. I can see one in your arm looks nice. I've got 4. Are you going to stay at 4 or are you going to get addicted and keep going like me? Dyson again, unsolved children's murders are so sad because those people are still out there. Absolutely. It's real tough to do cases on children. I don't do them too often. Thank you. Lena Frederick, Larry Nassar. Should I write these cases down? Because these are cases that I haven't heard of. Are they unsolved cases that we can cover on the show? These are my notes for the shows I do for you guys. You can tell why I'm an unorganized person. But yeah, if there's unsolved cases that you want me to cover, you need to email me in nzmissing@gmail.com or go to New Zealand Mysteries on our Facebook and message me there. There's so many unsolved cases out there. It's just insane. So, and also if you find updates on cases that we have covered, please let me know because I'm not always having the time to go looking for them. The Sarah Everard case was chilling. I've never heard that one. Love tattoos, very therapeutic. I find them really therapeutic as well, actually. Larry Nassar is in prison but still ongoing. Okay, never heard of that one. But there's so many hundreds of thousands of cases that, especially in the US compared to here. I mean, New Zealand has 5 million people. You guys have more than that in just some cities. It's insane. Elena says, little Pookie, yes, dude is possessed. Ooh. Larry N is in prison. He abused Olympic hopefuls for years. I haven't heard that one. I might just write his name down and look at it at some stage because that's quite interesting. Nassar. I'll Google it. Oh, Uncle Google, because Uncle Google knows how it goes. All right, I'm going to have to wrap it up soon because I've got the worst cotton mouth ever. Do you want me to leave it open for a while and you guys just want to chat? I can like go off and let you guys chat if you want. I'll look some of them up on YouTube and send them to you. I'd really appreciate that, Elena. I like the cases that haven't been covered a lot. But yeah, any cold cases that you come across, you think that I could cover, let me know. Because I don't always have the time to go researching and find them. Jamie says, Sarah Everard case, cop lied about her breaching lockdown laws and kidnapped and killed her. Ooh, that doesn't sound nice. The victim's statements were heartbreaking in the Nassar case. Oh, that's sad. I don't generally do solved cases. And my feelings about that is the families of solved cases have had some answers and some closure, and are trying to get on with their lives and grieve, right? I don't want to be responsible for bringing the case back up to them and having them relive the nightmare, to be honest. I do unsolved cases because those are the ones that need the help to help the family get to that point. So, all right. Will do, New Zealand. Thanks for having us. Hope to catch you again. Thank you, everybody. If you become a member, if you share, if you subscribe, if you donate super chat. Thank you very much for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone in chat, for your support, because you have made this stream so supportive. Little Pookie, good night, hun. Hey, new friends and old ones alike. Hope to see you again here. Take care. So nice. Did you cover the Christie? No, I did not, Jamie. I'm going to write that down. I've never heard of that. Christie Mar. I won't say that word because I'll get it wrong, but her name is lovely. Oh, gosh. Sounds awful. 6 cents. Good night, Angelina. Good night, Pookie. Good night, 6 cents. Jamie, Elena, Dice in a can. Julie, Pookie, Shauna, good night. Angelina, good night. Will, if you're out there, good night. Purple Summer, good night. I hope I don't miss anybody. It's been great to have you guys here. Kayla, good night. And Rock, I can't remember Rock something. So bad. Good night. Thank you. Remember to give a thumbs up. I've covered Michael. I'm going to look him back into it again, Purple. Good morning, night. Hey. Okay, guys. See you next time. Thanks so much for your support. Good afternoon. Thanks, Will. See you all next time, guys.